Welcome to Cooking with Sarah. So today, my chives are blossoming in the backyard, and as my dad always said, it's important to cut those heads off so that you can continue loving the chives. So join me outside as I cut the chives, and we're going to get into some amazing recipes.
All right, so you can see all those beautiful chive flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these off.
So with those chive blossoms, we're going to be able to make chive blossom vinegar. And then we are going to go ahead and make a chive, ginger, and olive oil dip. And finally, we'll end with making a hummus and be able to use that dip as a topper with the chives. Welcome back. So I've just finished washing all my blossoms, my chive blossoms, and my chives here. So we're ready to get started with our blossom vinegar. Now this is one of these flexible kind of recipes. So the official recipe calls for a cup of chive blossoms, 1.5 cups of vinegar. I prefer using apple cider vinegar. I've got a couple here. Omega Nutrition is pretty amazing, but so is this one from Costco, Mother Earth vinegar. So we'll give that a whirl. And then an optional ingredient is 1/4 cup of chopped up chive. So we're going to take a quick moment, chop that up. So when you stack everything nice and close, do some really nice skinny chopping here. And when you've got a nice big bunch like this, it doesn't take long to be able to create a 1/4 cup. Now if I make more than a 1/4 cup, I'm not worried because I actually need more of this for the next recipe. So I think I'm just going to actually chop it all up because I love chives. Okay, so this is a 500 milliliter mason jar, wide mouth. So I'm going to go ahead and put those chive blossoms in there. Some people pre-crush the blossoms. I just prefer to give a little bit of a squish at the end to push them into the jar. And I'll get that in a moment. So it's getting pretty full. It's okay to pack them down. And then I want 1/4 cup of my chives. So fill that up, and you can see it's really nice and finely chopped. So that goes in. And the last thing is the 1.5 cups of the vinegar. Now, based on volume, I am just going to pour it in. Now, this is an older vinegar. I want to give it a good shake to get all the goodness from the bottom. So I'm going to pour that in. You see a few chunks. Wow, there's like a vinegar mother in this. Okay, and then I'm going to switch over to the other vinegar. And last step is to put a lid on this. You can see it's really pretty. So the vinegar is going to absorb all of these, and so you want us to leave it sitting there for about 2 weeks, and then it's ready to use. So some people will call this fire vinegar because you're putting a little bit of extra zip to it, and when you are storing it for the 2 weeks and waiting, so you get that lid on and you want to store it away from direct light or heat for 2 weeks. Okay, so this gives you your strongest infusion this can be done with other herbs as well. So if you ever looked up vinegar, fire vinegar, you'll find all sorts of variations on this. So put it in a dark spot, and in 2 weeks it'll be ready to use to make your next awesome recipe salad dressing with that. All right, so we've got our vinegar going, and in 2 weeks we'll be able to enjoy that.